So I've been doing a lot of open houses, and a lot of people are coming by and they say they're going to wait, and every single person mentions a crash or the economy or housing market crashing. And now, since I'm on YouTube, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are talking about the crash and putting out videos. They're getting lots of views. So today I'm going to give you my input on the housing crash coming in 2023 and 24. Hi, my name is Michael Smith. I'm a real estate agent in the greater Phoenix area, Paradise Valley, and Scottsdale. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the upcoming housing crash to let you know if I think it's going to happen and what I'm learning in the market through our economists. So like I said, I look at a lot of YouTube videos because I'm producing them and I want to see what other content people are putting out. If you Google or go into YouTube and put in Nick Gurley, his information. He talks a lot about the crash. He's got a great channel. It's let's see what the name of it is right here. Reventure Consulting, and he has some great charting and he shows why he thinks the market's going to crash. Over time, I've been thinking the same things, that the market's going to crash, but I was thinking that a long time ago, and we made it through the 2008 crash, and I don't think this one's the same. So let me get into some of my key points as to why. Number one, the boom in real estate was based off interest rates going real low and COVID. And COVID forced changes that we've never seen before, and remote work is a new thing, and that brought even more people from California to Arizona and shot up our real estate prices more than others. Next thing is, during these low rates, there was a huge number of people, over 50% of the economy, or 50% of the mortgages, locked in at 30-year fixed loans at under 4% interest rates. Number two, the current economic patterns right now are caused by economic problems creating a real estate problem, not the other way around, where the crash back in 2008 was a real estate crisis created by bad loans, and that created an economic crisis. The loan makeup over the past few years is nothing like what it was before the crash. Number four, Wall Street. Wall Street took the bad loans and combined them with good loans and created a subprime mortgage crisis. Again, the bad loans, 0% interest rate, teaser rates, no income, no qualifying, all those crazy loans. They combined them together with good loans, and when the market started to correct and prices went down, the whole system collapsed. Number five, people have equity now. Even if all the equity went away and back to 2018 levels, people could still likely afford their homes. People need housing. It's a priority. They would probably back off on other expenses such as vacations and travel and other things in their lives, or automobiles, if anything happened where they lost their jobs. Housing is usually the last thing they stop paying for. Number six, supply is going to remain low because people don't have to sell and are staying put. People that bought a few years ago, before COVID and all that, bought at really low rates after the 2008 crash, and since then have refinanced into these loans, and they can't move and go anywhere any cheaper, so people are not going to be moving around as much, and that keeps supply low. More people have 30-year loan profiles, which are more stable in a downturn than the adjustable rates. Again, we hit all-time low rates of under 4%, and people refinance to these 30-year fixed loans more than ever before. What that does is it makes for a more stable loan product, and people have less fear about their housing when they're not worried about their interest rate rising when rates rise the way they have. Number eight, the biggest concern to housing is job losses, to the point where excess inventory does come on the market, but again, due to lower rates that people have in their current loans, I don't think that's going to happen. And this increase in inventory can most likely be absorbed unless we go over 10% unemployment, and right now we're only around 3.5%. Number nine, the real estate market moves slower than the stock market. There's a huge lag effect. So in normal crashes, the stock market goes first and is usually a leading indicator of where the economy is. Once the stock market hits bottom, Most likely the real estate market will follow between 6 months and a year later, and after that happens, up to 2 years later, most likely home prices have dropped, but the Fed starts lowering interest rates to reboost the economy, and the stock market starts rising when that happens, and people have more equity in their bank accounts again as their stock portfolios go up, and then they start to go in and buy up these homes. We think that if the interest rates drop back down in the 6 and 5% range, we're going to see a huge lift in the market, and a lot of people are going to come back in and started buying homes again. Number 10, the Arizona is growing. The Greater Phoenix Economic Council says that we have over 55 companies moving over here from California, 20 from Asia, and 8 from the UK, and their employees are going to need housing. Taiwan Semiconductor coming over here and building a big plant, and all their suppliers having to come over here has really created a boom and put Arizona on the map for foreign companies. In summary, we think that the biggest part of the market where we're going to have a downturn is going to be in the multifamily market, which is including most likely residential apartment buildings. All these residential luxury apartment buildings have been built all over the United States, are probably going to suffer, especially the ones that are being built now. Rents are starting to drop, and as rents drop, the newer complexes can't lower their prices too much because they paid a lot more to build them because the units are newer. So we'll see what happens with this, but the most stress in the real estate market right now is probably on luxury apartments. So in general, we appreciate you watching our video. Please share this information with your friends and family. We tried to keep it short. We know that long videos are kind of hard to go through, but we really don't see overall a big crash coming. We do see prices coming down, and once the Fed starts lowering rates and the economy starts picking back up, which could be in another year or so, we think that the real estate market here is going to boom again, and people are going to be wishing that they would have bought even though the interest rates are high. And people that are buying right now at the higher rates can always refinance in a couple years when rates drop down, but they can't replace the fact that real estate prices are coming down right now. And would you rather have a lower price home at a higher rate or a higher priced home at a lower rate? Thanks again for tuning in. Take a look at our other videos on the channel. We have market updates every week. We talk about a lot of things. We have tips for buyers, tips for sellers. We're just out here to share information. Please comment below and let us know what you think about the upcoming housing crash. Thanks for tuning in.